Hi everybody. If you've been paying attention to my blog, or maybe you've been paying attention to my YouTube channel here, you'll notice that this week up until today, when I'm doing the good and the bad and the ugly segment for this week, you'll know that I have not posted anything. Originally I was set to actually post my review this week. This week I was actually planning on doing a two-part haul, and instead of a review this week, and I was planning on posting it on Wednesday because it was just so big. However, just as I was getting ready to finish up my post, I had gotten wind on the internet of a really unfortunate event that has happened. If you pay attention to a variety of different beauty bloggers, one that you might or might not know about is Talia Joy 18, and if you know about her, you know that she was fighting cancer, and on Tuesday she passed away. And as a personal choice, I decided that up until today, Saturday, I was not going to post anything. Just for me, I didn't feel comfortable doing it. I know other bloggers, it's their own choice. If they felt comfortable doing it, whatever. But I just personally didn't feel comfortable doing it. So I saved everything. And this next week, I'm going to be doing double posts all week. So from Tuesday through to Saturday, there's going to be one haul, one review, 2 tutorials, and of course on Saturday, again, the good, the bad, and the ugly segment. It's definitely been a little bit of a rough week for the beauty blogging world because Talia was, I definitely looked up to her. Every single one of her posts that I ever saw or read was just, it was like sparkling. It was just so energetic and so happy. But it's definitely not an easy week for anybody in the community, and so this is just sort of saying what happened this week, why I haven't been around, and basically the good, the bad, and the ugly, like I said, because it's a weekly segment here. So to start off with, I guess we'll get right into it with the good. This week I have been using a lot of my MAC pigments. I love the MAC pigments. I don't like their eyeshadows. I find they tend to be either chalky or cakey. But their pigments, I love all of them that I've used so far. I like them both wet and dry. Usually the lighter colors, like these two. This is Cornflower, which is a blue, with maybe a little bit of purple iridescence to it. And this one is Melon, which is sort of a goldy orange, coppery color. Both of these I use wet, so what that means is I take a spray bottle and I spray my hand, usually. And then I'll take some sort of brush, I just have a smudge brush here, and I'll just sort of run my brush through the water on my hand, and then after I dump out a little bit of pigment into the cap, I'll just mix it so that I'm not contaminating the entire product, and then I'll apply it. Darker pigments like chocolate brown, I'll just use dry, because the thing about pigments is that once they're used wet, they tend to be a little bit even more pigmented. They're more noticeable. And I just have some swatches here. Ignore those. Those are actually coming up here. So that's Cornflower and Melon. those are both wet, so you can see how pigmented they are, and that is the chocolate brown dry. So you can tell that I absolutely adore these. I have at least a dozen, if not more, different pigments. On the bad side of things, and you just saw the swatches for them, is the Makeup Forever lipsticks. You will probably see these next week. Yes, you will see these next week. Actually, you'll see everything this week in next week's haul video. So the Makeup Forever lipsticks, I got 2 of them. One is number 9, which is the pink, the blue pink, and number 17, which is a gold. And as you can tell, I already swatched these. Now they have great color. I love the color. That's part of the reason why I bought them. The problem with them for me, because at the very least they have great color, and I can probably work around them with some sort of moisturizer for my lips, lip primer or something. But overall, the reason why I don't like these is they are super dry. So it is like running desiccant over your lips when you apply them. If your lips have any moisture, I find that it actually sucks the moisture out. And even applying a lip gloss over top doesn't seem to help as much as it would with a normally dry lipstick. So overall, those definitely are my bad for the week. Not really loving those, but at the same time, I don't hate them enough that I'm going to get rid of them. On the other hand, the ugly for the week is actually something that I've saved for kind of a review like this, and that is the CoverGirl Blast Flip Stick. This one is in, if my camera will focus, this one is actually in Stunner or 840. So the CoverGirl Blast Flip Sticks are basically, they're supposed to be 2 lipsticks in one. So you get one color, and then you get one sort of shimmer. Now, the reason why I don't like this particular product, and I'll just swatch them for you ahead of time, and you can't tell the reason why here. So that's the red and that's the gold, obviously. And the reason why you can't tell with the swatches why I don't like these is because they do suffer from sort of the same problem as the Makeup Forever lipsticks, is that they're drying. They're not a super creamy moisturizing product. They're not like a Maybelline lipstick or Revlon lipstick or a MAC lipstick. Pretty much just about any other lipstick I've ever owned has, aside from the Makeup Forever ones and this one obviously, have been very moisturizing, and I don't mind wearing them. This, however, it's drying, like I said, so it sucks the moisture out of your lips. So I mean, normally I have quite dry lips, but I tend to wear a lot of chapstick, lip balm, things like that. But this makes my lips dry. And if my lips are maybe even just a hair bit chapped because I've skipped lip balm or something that day, this actually has, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it. My camera will focus. You can kind of see it in there. There's actually some sort of chunky glitter in there. So when you run it over your lips, if you have any sort of chapping or dryness, cracking, any sort of thing around on your lips, it just rips your lips to shreds. It's like running a cheese grater over your lips. That's how bad it is. I have tried applying it with a base. I've tried it with a lip gloss. I've tried base and lip gloss. I've tried putting it on with a brush. I've tried putting it on with my fingers even. And nothing with it seems to work. It's hugely flawed. I don't know, maybe because they were coming out with all these sort of flip stick ideas, or dual stick ideas, CoverGirl. They came out with a Shadow Blast one, I think, where it was a dual-ended shadow, or cream shadow. I think they were trying to rush all this stuff out, and CoverGirl has some great products. I will not deny that. They have some really good eyeshadows, powder eyeshadows. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they have they have unbelievable mascara, but their cream products like this for your lips and their cream shadow sticks are just atrocious. Their shadow sticks tend to crease, and these, like I said, they're drying and they rip your lips to shreds. So overall, I think what they should have done was slowed down, taken some time, and actually perfected their formula before they released it on the market. But that's sort of been what's been good, what's been really bad, and what's been just plain awful this week. I'm going to leave a link below to Talia Joy 18's channel, and I wish all the best to her family and her friends during this really tough time, and I hope everything I hope that they're doing well. As well as they can. I know at this time it's really pretty hard, but I guess we'll see you guys next week on Tuesday, and have a great rest of your week. Bye.